Welcome to Spaghetti on the Wall. I'm your host, Armando Leduc. We're here to explore the realms of business, marketing, and life. Ready to make ideas stick and grow them into something great? Let's dive in.
Welcome to the Managing Partners Podcast, where law firm leaders learn to think bigger. I'm Kevin Daisy. Let's jump in.
Hi, I'm Brian DeJoles, and you're listening to the Spaghetti on the Wall and Managing Partners podcast. We are live at the NTL Summit here in Miami, and I'm joined by Angel Reyes. Thank you so much for being here, Angel.
I'm so glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure. Where are you based, Angel?
I'm in Dallas, Texas, but our practice is statewide. So we have offices in Houston, Austin, San Antonio, Fort Worth, and other GBP locations, appointment only. But for the most part, we are truly a Texas-wide practice. That's all. That's the only state we do work in, and all we do is auto and truck reps.
Very cool. So can you elaborate a little bit on that at the end part there about the trucking?
Well, yeah. I mean, we have, the firm's been around for 33 years. I've been a lawyer for 35. So interestingly enough, when I started my career, I worked in New York City at a firm on Wall Street, and I did corporate securities and finance work, or at least that's what they told me I was doing. I moved to Dallas, Texas with a dear friend of mine from law school, and we started a law firm. And the law firm fell backwards into Spanish marketing because I'm from Puerto Rico, and I left there when I was 11 years old. And I never thought that Spanish would be an important part of my career. But at the age of 27, it all of a sudden became an important part. So we started marketing on Spanish television. The firm grew from there. So here we are, an overnight sensation, 33 years in the making.
Congratulations. No, that's really, really cool. And so you said in New York, you were doing
what kind corporate securities and finance.
So how'd you go from corporate securities into auto and trucking?
Well, like I said, I fell backwards into it. One night, I was working at I took a job with a law firm for about 6 months in Dallas. At the time, it was the biggest law firm in Dallas, but now it's Foley and Lardner, but this was many decades ago. And one night, a lady came by, one of the cleaning ladies, and she saw my name. We had our names on the door, and it was my name in English is Angel Reyes, but in Spanish, it's Angel Reyes. And so she asked me if I spoke Spanish. I said I did. She said, my son is in Baylor Hospital. He's all banged up, car wreck. Can you help him? I said, I'll try. Went and visited him and came back to the law firm and said, hey, I really want to help this guy. He's in bad shape. And they said, you do realize that Chubb Insurance is one of the firm's largest insurance clients. And I went, well, does that mean no? And they said, yeah, it means fucking no. And I said, oh, man, what a bummer. So I said, Jim, they're not going to let us do the case. And he said, I love this guy. He said, see what it's worth. It was worth 300 grand policy limits. And I said, what do you want to do? And he said, we're going to quit. We're going to quit today. So we did. And I'm like, what the heck? Let's take a jump off the cliff. And Jim and I jumped off the cliff. We took that 100 grand, opened a small office, and put 50,000 of it on Univision in 1993. And the rest is history. But we do a lot of other marketing now. We don't really do legacy television. We only do digital, but that includes YouTube, Instagram, all of it. Meta.
Well, can you tell us a little bit more about that marketing? Like,
yeah,
how's it changed from like when you got in with like television to what it is now?
So we spent a couple $100 million on TV until 2018, and then one of the most key decisions I ever made in my career was that in 2018 I came back from a conference and I said, we are not able, at least to the extent we want to attribute our cases from each of our television commercials on all the legacy media. We had bus boards, we had billboards, we had it all. And we were already doing Google. And it was like, man, you could really see like $700-800 a case. That's like way cheaper. And I said, you know what? I'm not doing legacy television. I'm getting rid of bus wraps. I'm getting rid of billboards. Done. We're going to go all digital. And so we did. And I'll tell you, the focus on all digital has made our firm 5 times bigger in almost 7 years now.
Wow. And so it seemed like you were able to get ahead of things and see where things were leading instead of being stuck in your ways. Are you seeing like a shift now, not only with the social media, but maybe even with the AI, which has been a big theme here at the conference?
We are seeing a shift, but it's slower than maybe some of the vendors want us to believe, but it's coming. We know we're not going to be Luddites about this. And so we are preparing for it to be here. We're really redoing all of our SEO. There's a new way to do that so that artificial intelligence is picking up the right signals, because SEO isn't gone, but it has changed. And so we've changed with it.
And so this is day 2 now of the conference. Were there any takeaways from day 1?
Well, day 1, I spoke. And so the takeaway was I spoke. And
Well, what'd you speak on?
We spoke on funding and the ethical implications of like how to loan clients money, whether to loan clients money, how much to loan clients money. And it was a robust talk around that. And because it's important, you don't want a client to be so strapped that they have to settle a case prematurely. And, what are you going to do, right? Help them out if you can. And there's funding companies that do that. And in Texas, we're allowed to loan our clients money as well. And so sometimes we do.
Excellent. And so while you're at the conference, what would a win look like for you? What do you want to leave here with?
Yeah. So what I want to leave here with is I don't want to be exhausted. And the reason for that is at noon today, I have another, or 2 o'clock today, I have another talk. At 4 o'clock today, I have another talk. Tomorrow morning at 9:30, I have another talk. And tomorrow at 3:30, I have another talk. So my objective is to just get out of here without being exhausted.
I don't blame you. It is really tiring to do that sort of thing, but it seems like you're a great speaker.
This is not a vacation, okay?
Well, I hope you do get to enjoy a little bit of Miami. Like, do you have any plans for like when you're not speaking, like where you'll be able to enjoy yourself at all?
Well, I am 60 years old and I do my damnedest to enjoy myself. However, about 9 o'clock, I'm done with dinner. So there you have it.
Awesome. Well, one last question I have for you. Is there a career highlight that you have? Because it does sound like you've been in this for 35 years, and that's a really incredible feat.
Yeah.
And all these things that you've seen and done.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, there's been a lot of like highlights, right? Career highlights. But, last year the firm did $125 million in attorney's fees. And that was a very proud moment for not just me, for all of my executive team.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
And before I let you go, what's the best way that they can reach out and connect with you?
Oh, the easiest way to find me is on the internet and email, angel@reyeslaw.com. The website's reyeslaw.com. And you can find us. I'm easy to find. And you can find me on LinkedIn too. So either way, you'll get all my deets. They're all there.
Angel, thank you so much for joining us today.
Well,
and thank you guys for listening and watching the Spaghetti on the Wall and Managing Partners podcast.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure.
All right.